Good evening. What an incredible group we have tonight. This is thrilling, and I wish we could bring all 10,000 of our youth in to see the desire in this community. Well, my name is Amy Pearson, and I'm the president of On Point. And On Point exists to partner with schools and communities to cultivate the strengths in youth and guide them on their path to thrive. So in our 25-year history, we've served 250,000 youth, and it's incredibly fun, right? We have the privilege every day of showing up in 38 different public and private school classrooms to serve young people. Now, as I say that, I have to say that fun must remain the key, right? And sorry about the mic. Yeah, there we go. Chelsea's giving me notes in the back. But fun must remain the key, right? So at the expense of knocking some people out with some candy, right? We have to remember that fun works with both youth and with adults. Well, as we do this and as we partner together, we're linking arms. And as I look around this room, I see you all and your willingness to link arms. Trust me, we need you. We need armies of us together. Recently, we linked arms with FSG Bank for some students at Brainerd High School, and these students went in to open savings accounts. They're completing financial literacy, and they will receive dual enrollment payments for their dual enrollment college classes if they complete their financial literacy. All of these things are in an effort to build the blocks to help them thrive. So at On Point, we believe tremendously that there are developmental assets. Search Institute says there's 40, there's many more, and even they acknowledge that. But in those assets, right, as we're building healthy youth, we find gaps. That's where we all come in, right? How many of our young people have multiple gaps in their lives? One of those gaps we see often is associated with poverty and with violence. Now, as I speak, we can all imagine and remember what it's like a day in the life of a high school student, right? How many of us remember days like this? This actually happened on a school campus, thankfully. Thanks, HCDE, for being here and allowing us to do these kind of crazy activities, because you do. In some of our schools like Bethel and Baylor, and we're thankful because we know that young people need this. Just like all of us, they need safety and they need support. So as youth are able to do those things, one of the things we see is positive life vision goes through the roof. 35% increase in positive life vision in some of our evaluation surveys. 19% increases in their ability to abstain from violence as we provide safety and as we provide support. So what are some of our biggest obstacles in addressing violence? Well, they're these: early gang recruitment, family gang affiliations, and actually many more. But I think, for instance, of a young man who came to one of our schools 3 days after he'd been beaten out of his gang because he said, "Here I feel a family. I joined the gang to find a family, but I found a lot of pain and heartache. But here I feel a family." And so one of the things that they often tell us is, "I never chose this gang life. Right? I was born into it. Years and years and years of generational cycle. I was born here. The drive-by happened here because of that." Not only that, but we see family members wanting out, needing a way out. And we see all of us as service providers and the wonderful law enforcement that we have working to link arms, but quite candidly, we have to be so reactive oftentimes that it's hard to link arms together and be proactive and develop a common approach given the continual crisis. As I mentioned, the generational affiliations create issues. They create issues in exiting. They create issues, as you all know, many of our students say, we can't afford to move. We can't afford to get out. And finally, as we all know, mistrust. Our students come to us in 6th grade and can remain with us until 12th. But often it takes 3, 4, 5 years of sending the same person back week after week, day after day, hanging out in classrooms with well-loved teachers for them to trust. That's where you come in. We need you. Bless you. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Causeway.